Hi submarine friends. So what I've been working on is a ramp that will just clip onto the trailer. So I just take these pins out. Bear with me. So it's that simple. And so it can pivot up and down like so, right? And then I've just got a couple of bolt rollers on the end here. So when I back into the water and then I back down the gravel bank, these just follow the ground and this thing here just floats. This way, when the submarine roller hits this ramp, it pushes into the bottom instead of just pushing down onto the back of the trailer. So then this plywood, this is 1 inch thick plywood, so that just goes on top like so, and then to secure it, I just take these pieces of angle right here and I weld them just like so, and that'll lock it on. There's a bit of a twist in this though, but I don't care. So the whole idea is that I want to back the trailer in as little as possible. So because the trailer is 24 inches high, I would need 6 feet of water to start rolling the submarine on. So that means I would have to back in a lot further. But this way, the roller just hits this ramp, and then when I start winching, it just climbs up onto the trailer. Now you can maybe see there's a big gap here, but I'm just going to take some flat bar pieces, weld them on to the back of the frame just like so, and then because the roller is this wide, I don't need a full width filler. I just need one here and one here, and then the roller can just hit these pieces right here and roll onto the deck. Now remember, the submarine is very light when it's in the water. So when it hits the bottom of that roller, there's basically no weight. It's when it comes forward the weight increases, but it's still not that heavy because all I'm doing is forcing the submarine to tip. And then once it hits the deck, then the deck will start taking weight as it moves forward. So the whole idea is just not to have to back into the water as far as I need to get that depth. I think it'll work. I mean, I just whipped it together. It's nothing fancy. I could beaver tail the trailer, but I don't want to make such a drastic change to the trailer unless I know it's really worthwhile. Because you see, the deck is not utilized at all until way up there. Now I've got the submarine kind of far forward right now, just because I've been experimenting with hitch weight and whatnot. So it actually will come back a little bit more, but still, the springs of the trailer, they end right here. So I could beaver tail this whole section down, but again, I don't want to make such a big drastic change just yet. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this trailer. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do everything yet. It's all kind of up in the air, so I'm not going to get too excited about it. So again, that's why I just whipped this together yesterday after I did my pull test. So now I just have to weld those pieces on, and then it can be strapped to the deck right here for transport. Easy to install. So now I'm going to finish this, back the trailer in again, and weld the stoppers on my rollers, and then I'll move on to my next challenge, which is how to hold plywood on the lake bed without it floating up, so that it stays in place when I drive forward to get onto it. So I have to decide if I want to put some rollers on the side of the trailer to hold it down, or if I want to just put weights on the plywood. I don't know. I have to decide, and I have to decide quickly because it's the next thing I have to work on. So that's about it. That's my progress. I think I've been doing pretty okay, but we'll just keep moving along. And eventually, not too long, it'll be ready to dive. Ciao for now.